It is really cold. It says 20 degrees there. Feels much colder. We're going to try to find a DC charger and use it. There's a EVgo fast DC charge on Wilson Bridge Road in Columbus. Let's give that a try. Send to maps. Okay. EVgo Wilson Bridge Road. Go.
Starting route to EVGO. Continue straight on, then use the right lane to merge onto I-71 south towards Columbus.
So even though it's only been a little over 24 hours since we got the car, it feels really super normal and weird and weirdly familiar to drive. I'm really digging this giant display. It's very responsive. It looks good. The car's been just a joy to drive. Now we are really taxing the HVAC we are really taxing the climate control systems rather, because it is so cold out. And it initially was, claiming 256 miles of range on a full charge, and now that it's been 24 hours and we've been driving it in this cold, it realizes it's maxing out
use
about
the right
100.
lane to merge onto I-71 south towards Columbus.
Maxing out at about 200 on your full charge instead of 260.
Turn right. Arrived.
And there it is. Some kind of charger. Looking very lonely. All right, let's go check it out. Okay, here we are at this AAA charger. Looks like they have a DC fast charge port there. Gonna open up our thing, uncover the DC part. I've never used one of these before, so this could be interesting. It looks like I need to get an amp to unlock the thing. Okay, let's go do that in the car. Okay, after downloading the app and signing up with EVgo and using the app to start this, I got hooked up and it's working. Let's get back in the car. It's freezing! Wonder if I can fix the target charge level. I don't want to go to 80. I want to go higher. Yes, this is very exciting. So it's only doing 60 amps right now, which is twice my home level 2 charger, not 4 times my home level 2 charger. So that may explain why it says it's not going to be 80% complete until 240, which is, by my reckon, 2 hours from now. This is being only half as fast as I was expecting is not a good price. Back behind me is a McDonald's. I may need to go there and get some lunch. Okay, I think that's just about enough. I guess we're done. I'm at Easton, continuing my adventures of trying out public charge points today in this sub-zero temperature. Well, it's not sub-zero, it's below freezing. It's not sub-zero, it's about 14 degrees outside. So it is kind of brutal, but here's what I found so far is that there's the big noisy truck behind me. That's one of the things I've discovered so far. I'm sorry, I'm just getting distracted by this Tesla, the Model 3. He keeps pulling in, trying to use the non-Tesla level 2 charge thingy and finding that it doesn't work. And then he went and got the Tesla adapter from somewhere, but then he still tried to use the level 2 connector for it when you got to use the combo connector with the fast charging with that, from what I can tell. At any rate, on my charging adventure, I found out that the EVgo chargers at 30 cents per minute, I paid $13.30 for 45 minutes of charging, and that got me about 50 to 60 miles of range. So it's substantially more expensive than gas, like a lot more expensive than gas. Assuming 30 miles a gallon in a sedan, that would have been $5 of gas. So it's almost 3 times as much as gas. So clearly the EVgo chargers, fast chargers, are not worth it unless you are in desperate need of electricity to get home and you don't have a lot of time. So now I'm over at the Charge Point chargers at Easton, which is a mall, and so they appear to be free. I signed up for Charge Point, hooked up, and I've been charging there, and I'm nearly topped off, and it hasn't cost me a dime. So yay for free. All you got to do is go to the fancy mall where all the fancy people are, and fancy stuff is free. Okay, we're gonna try Electrify America for the first time as a charging option. Assuming we can get there without crashing into something. Okay, I wasn't paying attention when I decided to come here today. This is a very nice facility with all these 150 kilowatt DC fast chargers. There's like 7 of them here. But I have a full tank, had a full battery when I left home, and there's no point to me plugging in here to see how these work, because they're going to charge me, what is it, whatever the rate is, 21 cents or 18 cents per minute for fast charging that, but my charging won't be fast because but I should probably just test it anyway. I guess I'll just test it anyway. Okay, we're charging. At first I didn't pay attention to the thing that said plug in first, and so I couldn't get the RFID contact chip reader thingy to work. And then I noticed it said plug in first, so I plugged in. Then I scanned the card from my phone wallet, and it recognized me and turned itself on, and then it presented me with a payment screen, and I was like, no, I already have payment with Electrify America. They already have 10 of my dollars. So I just waited, and eventually it just started without, but it sat there for about almost a minute waiting for me to put in a credit card before it started. And now it has started. It's already up to 45 cents, having given me 0.9 of a kilowatt hour. We can see here, it's only inputting about 11 kilowatts now, compared to the 55 it could do if we were below 50%. But we'll see how long this takes to get to 80% and go from there. I don't want to waste a whole lot of money on the charger here just to see if it works, because it does work. A real test would have been to show up here with 10% battery, but that was not today and never will be on any day where I'm anywhere near my home. Well, I'm on my first out-of-town trip with the Bolt, and I've done visiting my rents up here in northeastern Ohio, and now I just need to find my way home. So I started with a full charge, which in the winter here is about 200 miles, and when I got to my dad's house, I was down to 100 miles, and then after driving him around town, showing him the car, then visiting my mom and driving her out for a meal, and then showing her the car, and then driving to this Electrify America station that is in Sheffield Village at the top of Elyria, my hometown. I was down to, I think about 45 miles left, about a 25% charge, and I've been sitting here for half an hour. I'm now at 53%, and just got a 111 range. That would get me home, just barely, but I'm gonna wait, get myself another well, I don't know, 20 to 40 miles of range to make sure I comfortably get home. I'd like to say that these, I'm so glad that these Electrify America network things have come to Ohio. These guys are the best I've found. I've used two other networks, the ChargePoint and EVgo. ChargePoints are usually free but slow because they're at retail places usually, and EVgo for pay network is just charges too much and also isn't very fast. Electrify America is the only one I found that is a combination of affordable and fast. Now I'm not getting 55 kilowatts out of this thing, even though it's a 350, up to 350 kilowatt unit, and I assume that's because of the cold and the fact that I'm over 50% now. But even before I was at 50%, it was only pulling like 35. So I'm hopeful that in the summer I can actually pull 55 out of these things and make them even more affordable.